Go ahead and rise up. Rise up. 3, 2, 1, ready. Go ahead and rise up. Rise up. Rise up. Rise up. Rise up. Go ahead and rise up. Hands to the top, let loose, go off when you hear the beat drop. Rise up. Everybody rise. Everybody rise. Everybody rise. Everybody rise. Everybody rise. Everybody rise. Hands to the top, let loose, go off when you hear the beat drop. Rise up. Rise up, hands up. If you do it, you should do it for the king. Do it for the king. How he took me out the mud, got me covered in the blood. You can check the IV. Thought I had it figured out until I gave it all away, and now it's bigger than me. Got the 20/20 vision, I'm focused. Yeah, come and see what I see. This is the way it should be. Gotta open up the word and get the message. I'ma send it like a parcel. Ignite the flame, every heart's on fire in the building. That somebody has to go and call the marshal. Rise up now, it's a time and a place. Old things gone, caught up past my space. Wake up every morning, now we gotta run a race. If you haven't decided to follow Christ, why wait? Why wait? Why wait? Wake up now, this is a day that the Lord hath made. Got a lot of drive, but there's only one way. If you make a U-turn, you will end up in a lake. That's fire. Rise up, get them higher. Every time I hit the stage, I wanna leave them inspired. New flame, no lighter. Whoosh. Go ahead and rise up. Rise up, rise up. Rise up, rise up. Go ahead and rise up. Hands to the top, let loose, go off when you hear the beat drop. Rise up. Everybody rise. Everybody rise. Everybody rise. Everybody rise. Everybody rise. Everybody rise. Hands to the top, let loose, go off when you hear the beat drop. Rise up. The time is now to open up, yeah. Everybody around, you got a purpose, huh? Calvary is where it all went down, where the love poured out and the sin got purchased. Don't let nobody tell you that you're not worth it. That's all lies from the enemy, but we have got the remedy that paid every penalty and stands up in supremacy. In him we find identity to overcome and defeat depression. We were all called to share that message, yeah. I use a gift to speak it up and express it. Musical fishing, I call it my method. Go ahead and arrest me. If you think I'm talking wrong on the record, then turn it off. I'm just giving you answers. If you wanna get messy, I can tell you about the blood that was shed in the 40 days when the devil did test him. Open up your eyes. You ain't harder than that. You ever had an enemy and felt like loving them back? I didn't think so. That's what he did though. Forgave him and gave him another chance to know the truth is I'm not harder than that. I've had enemies and never felt like loving them back. I gotta do better. Stand up if you with me. Go ahead and rise up. Rise up, rise up. Rise up, rise up. Go ahead and rise up. Hands to the top, let loose, go off when you hear the beat drop. Rise up. Everybody rise. Everybody rise. Everybody rise. Everybody rise. Everybody rise. Everybody rise. Hands to the top, let loose, go off when you hear the beat drop. Rise up. Rise up. Rise up.
What's up, guys? Hope your quarantine is going well. This is an interesting time for all of us, but even though things have changed, God stays the same, even through this season. Rare of breed here. I hope you enjoy the videos, you enjoy this live stream. I wanted to share a little bit of my testimony. If you've been to camp or you went to Spark, the conference the last couple of years, then you probably heard the music, heard my story. I tend to share it quite a bit when I do live stuff, but just recapping and maybe share a word with you that'll encourage you through this season and just in general. Myself, I was born in Charlotte, but I went to foster care when I was a kid, moved with my grandparents to the coast, and I had a tough time growing up. And when I got to middle school, I kind of drowned myself and tried to find ways to fill those voids, those empty spaces that I felt like I couldn't fill up. And I started smoking weed, I started popping pills, and started hanging out with the wrong crowd, feeling like it gave me purpose, feeling like, it was what I had to do to be happy. And ended up getting kicked out of school, went to a military school, and got out of there and hung out with the same crowd, and I ended up going to jail when I was 18. Stories there, but saved by grace. I got out, was doing music, not Christian music, and I just saw how the music industry was and how wicked it was, and got away from that and met my wife, and we ended up going to church, and I had an encounter with Jesus when I was 21 and absolutely transformed my life. I finally stopped running. I stopped thinking I knew better. A lot of times we feel like, this is my life. I can do it better. I can make these decisions. But oftentimes, we're flawed. We do things that, come on, just don't line up with what God wants us to do. And then we end up getting in sticky situations. So basically, I said, I want you to be the Lord of my life. Take my life. I'm not perfect, but if you can make something out of this, then use it. So I was reading in the book of Jeremiah. If you go to Jeremiah was a prophet, and God said, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. You may not be a prophet, but I feel like that right there can just apply to any of our lives, that the God who created the universe, who created everything that we see, takes the time out and knows you personally. He knows me. He knows what I'm going through. He knows what you're going through. When you pray, he hears you. When you think, he knows your thoughts, and he cares about you. A lot of times maybe we think that he's distant or he can't hear. The answer is not always going to be yes, but I promise you that he hears you. He knows who you are. And that's important. And Jeremiah said, I'm too young. I can't speak. I don't have what it takes. And God basically said, you go and tell people what I tell you, and just equipped him. And in this season that we're in now, even to go a little further, I remember in Jeremiah when he said that my people have done two things. He was talking about the wicked that was going on. He said they turned from me and they worshiped idols, and then they fill up broken cisterns that can't hold water. And I feel like we've done that. When we turn away from God, we turned away from him. We found other gods in our lives, because anything that controls you, that you don't have control over, or that you seek after and that you worship, even if you don't even know you're worshiping, can be your God. Music was my God at one point, and we make those things our God. Drugs can be gods. And we turned away from those things, and not the true God, who is the one who created the heavens and the earth, the one who created you and me, who sent his son to die on a cross so we could be forgiven, to be the substitute for sin, the lamb who was slain. That's who God is. God is love. He loves you, but he also knows what's best for you. We don't know what's best for us all the time, but we got to know that he knows what's best for us. And yeah, I just want to encourage you, enjoy this live stream. We're going to get through this. Everything's going to be cool, but take this time, reflect, fill yourself with good things. My grandma always said, garbage in, garbage out. If you fill yourself with negative stuff, if you fill yourself with unhealthy stuff, that usually is what's going to come out. So take this time, reflect, get your mind healthy. Your mental state is very important. And take this time seriously. But anyway, love you guys. And I'm sure we will have a conference or a camp or something soon. And when we do, we're going to rock out. So peace.
No other name. Nah. No other name. Hear me out. Washed by the blood, that's no sin. Get chills when I think about it, cold winds. All glory to the one on high that was wrapped in flesh so that you could get to know him. Everybody wants a punchline nowadays. Nobody wants to hit the front lines nowadays. Wake up, pray up, and get the word out, cause people about to die and don't know, no cold case. Anybody wanna go to heaven, I can show you how. We ain't gotta wait for a priest, we can do it now. No other name under heaven but Jesus, who paid it in full with his blood, no markdowns. Most folks still sleep, better wake up. Feel low, this'll take you high, no bake up. Every day I'm getting refilled, no K-cups. Any beat you got, I promise it'll get ate up. Not afraid to tell you there is one God, one Lord, one way, one Messiah. But every time I turn the television on, people wanna say I'm wrong and I'm being closed-minded. I don't think you understand me fully, man. I would have been dead if I didn't stop and make a Yui. Now I'm yelling out Jesus. It's not illegal here yet. If it was, you can sue me. No other name, no other name, no other name, no other. Nah, no other name, no other name, no other name. Given under heaven where we must be saved. There's no other name, no other name, no other name, no other name, no other. Nah, no other name, no other name, no other name. Given under heaven where we must be saved. There's no other name, no other. Tell me
me how I'm gonna lose, I already won. No sense of worrying about it, it's already done. Grab the cannon, open up the revelation, fire off, seas coming back to get us, that's a heavy gun. Wait, don't you get it now? No, I don't know everything, my brother, but I've been around. In and out of jail, man, I thought I never was getting out. Told me 20 years and I literally almost hit the ground. That's a testimony, so I testify his name. Forgiven of the conviction, redemption from all the shame. Just trying to complete the mission, we're fishing to break the chains. He promised to wash us white and eradicate every stain. Salvation that there's a gift, but a lot of us don't accept it. The Bible is vital, but a lot of us don't respect it. Flowing never dry, so I pour it out on the record. I'm just really hoping that it blesses. There's no other name, no other name, no other name, no other. Nah, no other name, no other name, no other name. Given unto heaven where we must be saved. There's no other name, no other name, no other name, no other name, no other. Nah.